Fasting. It's a word that might make you think of monks on mountains, sitting in deep meditation seeking enlightenment. Or perhaps it conjures images of those extreme detox cleanses where people go to great lengths to purify their bodies. But in reality, fasting is a practice as old as time, woven into the fabric of almost every major religion. From ancient rituals to modern spiritual practices, fasting has always been a way to seek clarity and purpose. It's about hitting pause on the physical act of eating and using that space to connect with something bigger than ourselves. It's a moment to step back from the daily grind and reflect on our spiritual journey. Now, I'm not talking about starving yourself or putting your body through the ringer. Fasting isn't about deprivation, it's about intention and mindfulness. Biblical fasting is about intentionality. It's a deliberate choice to abstain from food for a set period, replacing those cravings with prayer, reflection, and a deeper connection with God. It's a deliberate choice to abstain from food for a set period, replacing those cravings with prayer, reflection, and a deeper connection with God. It's about creating a sacred space in our lives where we can focus on our spiritual growth. Think of it like this. Our lives are a constant stream of noise, work, social media, the news. It never stops. We're bombarded with information and distractions every moment of the day. Fasting helps us hit the mute button on those distractions, even if just for a little bit. It allows us to find a moment of peace and quiet in the midst of the chaos. It's in that quiet space, that intentional separation from the everyday, that we open ourselves up to hearing God's voice more clearly. We can listen to our inner selves and understand our true desires and needs. We create room for growth, for healing, and for a spiritual transformation that can ripple out into every aspect of our lives. By fasting, we allow ourselves to reset, to find balance, and to reconnect with our spiritual essence. So the next time you think of fasting, remember it's more than just skipping meals. It's a powerful tool for spiritual renewal and personal growth. It's a journey inward, a path to deeper understanding and connection with the divine. Embrace the practice with an open heart and mind, and you might just discover a new level of peace and clarity in your life. Imagine this. You've been trying to get in touch with someone important, but their line is always busy. That's what trying to hear God's voice amidst the chaos of everyday life can feel like. Fasting is like finding a direct line. It's about minimizing the distractions, the noise, the constant chatter of our wants and needs, so we can tune in to a higher frequency. When we fast, we shift our focus from the physical to the spiritual. We're not preoccupied with our next meal or snack. Instead, we're creating space for prayer, meditation, and a deeper connection with God. And in that stillness, something incredible happens. We start to hear Him more clearly. His guidance becomes more apparent, His love more palpable, and His purpose for our lives comes into sharper focus. Let's face it, we live in a world of instant gratification. We want everything now, and technology has made it possible. Want something? Order it online, and it arrives at your doorstep within hours. It's convenient, but it also makes us forget the value of patience. But the truth is, some of the most rewarding things in life require discipline and self-control. Think about the satisfaction of reaching the top of a mountain after a long hike, or the peace you feel after a deep meditation session. Fasting is like a workout for your willpower. Just like physical exercise strengthens your muscles, fasting strengthens your mental and spiritual resolve. It's about saying no to something your body craves to strengthen your spirit. When you resist that tempting snack, you're not just denying yourself food, you're building a stronger, more disciplined you. And trust me, that kind of discipline spills over into every area of your life. It helps you stay focused on your goals, whether they're related to health, career, or personal growth. Think about it. If you can resist that tempting donut while you're fasting, imagine the willpower you're building to resist other temptations in life. This newfound strength can help you tackle procrastination, overcome negative self-talk, and break free from habits that hold you back. Whether it's procrastination, negative self-talk, or anything else holding you back, fasting equips you with the mental fortitude to face these challenges head-on. Fasting teaches us that we are not slaves to our desires. It reminds us that we have the power to make choices that align with our higher purpose. We are powerful beings capable of making intentional choices that align with our spiritual goals. So, the next time you feel a craving, remember that fasting is not just about abstaining from food, it's about empowering yourself to live a more intentional, disciplined, and fulfilling life. Throughout the Bible, fasting is intertwined with faith. From Moses fasting for 40 days and nights to receive the 10 Commandments to Jesus fasting in the wilderness before beginning his ministry, it's clear that abstaining from food played a crucial role in their spiritual journeys. But here's the thing, it wasn't just about the food, it was about humbling themselves before God, seeking his guidance and aligning their hearts with his will. It was about demonstrating their dependence on him and their willingness to put him first. And you know what? God responds to that kind of faith. When we humble ourselves, seek his face, and turn from our wicked ways, the Bible tells us he will hear from heaven, forgive our sin, and heal our land. 2 Chronicles 7:14. Now, while the spiritual benefits of fasting are undeniable, did you know that there are also physical benefits that science is just beginning to understand? When we fast, our bodies go through some pretty incredible changes. Without the constant influx of food, our metabolism shifts, and our cells start to activate ancient survival mechanisms. These mechanisms, honed over millennia, help our bodies repair and rejuvenate themselves in ways that wouldn't be possible with regular eating patterns, and the research is starting to back this up. Section 6. Fasting and weight loss. Separating fact from fiction. Let's address the elephant in the room, weight loss. It's a topic that often dominates conversations about fasting. It's often the first thing people think of when they hear about fasting, and for a good reason. The idea of shedding a few pounds can be very appealing. When done correctly, fasting can be an effective tool for weight management. It can help you reset your eating habits and give your body a much-needed break. By reducing your calorie intake and giving your digestive system a break, you naturally create an environment where your body can start burning stored fat for fuel. This process can lead to noticeable changes in your physique, but here's the thing. While weight loss can be a positive side effect of fasting, it shouldn't be the primary motivation. Fasting is about more than just the physical benefits. Remember, biblical fasting is about connecting with God, not shrinking our waistlines. It's a spiritual discipline meant to draw us closer to the divine. So, if you're considering fasting for weight loss, I encourage you to approach it with the right heart. Reflect on your intentions and ensure they align with the spiritual purpose of fasting. Focus on the spiritual benefits and let the physical changes be a secondary outcome. Embrace the journey of fasting as a holistic experience that nurtures both your body and soul. By doing so, you'll find that the practice of fasting becomes more meaningful and fulfilling. It's not just about what you lose, but what you gain in terms of spiritual growth and inner peace. So, next time you think about fasting, remember to separate fact from fiction. Embrace the true essence of fasting and let it transform you from the inside out. Section 7. Fasting around the world. A glimpse into different traditions. Fasting isn't confined to any one religion or culture. It's a practice observed by people from all walks of life, each with its own unique customs and traditions. For example, Muslims observe Ramadan, a month-long period of fasting from dawn till dusk. During this time, they abstain not only from food, but also from drink. It's a time for spiritual reflection, prayer, and community building. Then there's Yom Kippur, the Jewish Day of Atonement. It's a solemn day of fasting and prayer where individuals reflect on the past year and seek forgiveness for their sins. These are just two examples of the many ways fasting is incorporated into different faiths. It's a beautiful tapestry of traditions, each reflecting a deep-seated desire to connect with the divine. Section 8. Fasting in the modern world. Finding your rhythm. In today's fast-paced world, the idea of fasting might seem daunting. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing practice. Start small. Begin with a few hours of fasting, gradually increasing the duration as you feel comfortable. Experiment with different types of fasts. Some people find it helpful to abstain from certain foods, while others choose to fast from all food and drink for a set period. The key is to find what works best for you and your lifestyle. Remember, this is about connecting with God, not adding stress to your already busy life. Section 9. Conclusion. Embracing the power of fasting. Fasting is a powerful spiritual discipline with the potential to transform your life from the inside out. It's about more than just skipping meals. It's about drawing closer to God, strengthening your faith, and experiencing the fullness of His blessings. So if you're looking for a way to deepen your relationship with God, consider incorporating fasting into your spiritual journey. It might just be the key to unlocking a level of intimacy and transformation you never thought possible.